John and Judy Felton, and their family is celebrating their 60th anniversary this year as quality franchisees. And their family has seen it all. Judy's parents, they built the hotel in 1953. Their parents were at the very first Choice Convention in 1954 and were one of the people who voted in the 60s to change the name from Quality Courts United. And they've instilled values in their family that have helped them earn another Platinum Award this year on their 60-year-old hotel. These are our people, and their story is all our story. Let me tell you that. We begin in Breezewood, Pennsylvania, back in the 1930s. Now, Frank and Mildred Felton, that's Judy's grandparents. In fact, that's them right there. They ran a dairy farm with their 3 sons, Richard, Don, and Bob. Now, if there's one word that describes the Feltons, it would be industrious. They bottled and sold milk. They grew vegetables and sold them at market. And the boys were known to lug huge bags of potatoes and baskets of apples over to the factory on paydays. Then, in the 1940s, along came the Pennsylvania Turnpike right through the middle of the family farm. And the worst part was, the cattle buildings ended up on one side of the highway, and all the running water ended up on the other. So Don Felton, who's now 90, he came up with the idea of starting a hotel. And I sat down at his kitchen table and I said, hey, why? Where'd the idea come from? Why a hotel? I love the guy. He says, well, hauling all that water got old quick. And he also said, I think it's really funny too, he said, hey, we saw dollars where we weren't making any sense. Now, the Felton name was trusted and respected in their community, which explains how they got the financing to build a hotel. Check this out. So Don went to this guy named Doc Nickum, doctor in town, sat down at his kitchen table and laid out a plan. And get this, Doc hands over 2 shoe boxes full of money. And he says, I don't know how much is in there, you count it. And when you got as much as you need, just close the box. So that's what he did. Don't you wish it worked like that these days? All right, now, it's opening night, July 23rd, 1953, the 12-room Breeze Manor Motel. Now, their goal that night was to have 6 rooms ready just to try to see if they could sell them. Well, the next thing they knew, all 6 were rented before they were even ready to go. It was a mad dash to get everything ready to open. There's another thing that doesn't change. The furniture had just arrived that afternoon. It was in crates, strewn all over the lawn. Some of their guests actually helped them unpack the furniture and bring it into the rooms. We need more guests like that. And of course, you'll love this, of course, none of the lamps arrived, so they had to drive all over creation and borrow lamps from all their friends and family. But you know what? Just like we always do, they found a way, and they opened to a sellout night. One year later, they joined Quality Courts United, becoming just the 3rd franchise in the state. Now, this has always been truly a family-run business. In fact, that's one of the things Don told me he's most proud of, how they all got along so well and every one of them pulled their weight. Richard did the bookwork. Don handled maintenance and all the outside work. Bob was a truck driver. He was gone a lot, but when he was in town, he would help out too, and all their wives cleaned the rooms. The kids, they basically grew up in the hotel, right, Judy? Before she was 5, Judy would stand on an apple crate and she'd help fold towels. By the time she was 6, she was helping answer the phones at the front desk. She'd help work the plugs at the old manual switchboard, some of you that may be old enough to remember that. Now, Judy said she loved the hotel because there were always new friends to play with every May, because, Breezewood's a seasonal market. And like I said, Don and Helen Felton were at the very first choice convention back in 1954. That's them, second and third from the right, or from the left, sorry, second, third from the left. And they've never, ever stopped trying to improve their hotel. For 60 years, guests have been raving about their hotel. In fact, this is pretty cool. They told me that our new verified reviews are really helping them because they got a guy down the street who keeps undercutting them on rate. But after seeing reviews like these, more people are choosing to pay a little more and stay with their quality. Check out all the free marketing the guests are giving these guys. We wouldn't choose any other hotel in town, and there are many choices. We are never disappointed. Every guest is treated like family. And I love this one. Someone at the front desk actually asked them, "Is this place actually old, or is it just built to look that way?" So I had to know, what's the secret to sustaining success like that for 60 years? And again, no more rocket science, pretty simple stuff. They said, you know what? Pay attention to the details. You know, it's a family run. Our owners are on site every day. We're at the front desk every morning to hear what our guests are saying so we can take immediate action whenever it's needed. And I thought this was really an interesting approach. Their front desk clerks check the ready rooms every day after the housekeepers are done. Now, it started because they're just too small to afford an executive housekeeper, but it had so many benefits, they just stuck with it. I mean, think about it. The front desk associates have seen all these rooms, so they have way more confidence in selling them. And when there's complaints, they're better prepared to answer them. It's pretty cool. Now, they've created a culture at their hotel where their employees take personal pride in their user reviews and their property rankings. If they slip even a little bit, their staff takes it personally. Now, their people are so engaged because they hire for attitude and they have faith in a simple yet very powerful idea. That idea is posted in their lobby for all to see. May all who enter as guests leave as friends. I kind of like that. So in that spirit, I want to leave you with this wish. I wish you a mind free from fear and a soul filled with faith. I wish you a heart filled with love and a hotel filled with all those people who enter as guests, always leaving as friends. Because, dear friends, that's why we are quality.